all of us, me and you, yeah?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go.
There we go.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Did it? How dare
Hello,
you?
everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to Quest Junkies. It's Monday night, which means it's time for the Wyld Ones, the Rhódania Chronicles. I'm going to let them shout shit cunt at you all while I fix the overlay. Because apparently
Wes
that's
is
what they want
falling
to
off
do.
the screen.
I've fallen off the screen. All right, everyone, instead of saying hi, I'm going to say shit cunt.
Yay!
Yo, what?
It's happening.
Your mom's a bitch.
Yeah, that's a
I
bitch.
missed that.
It's all right. Get it all out now. Get it all out now. Nearly done.
My favorite, if you know, I need to use it in vicious mockery, is your head is as empty. It was like, yeah, I don't know. Your head is empty as an orc skull. I remember seeing that in BG3, and I'm just like, I need to use that at some point for Jimothy.
It's pretty good. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hi.
This is the Rhódania Chronicles. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Guys, hi.
We are going to get straight into things, but first, let's quickly just go around the table of friends. If you would be so kind, please introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing tonight. Starting with Myra the Pirate.
Hi, I'm Mai. I'm playing the role of Patch tonight.
Wait, what? Good fucking
Sorry,
luck.
I don't know why I'm extra chaotic tonight. I know why. I'm from nah.
Bring it.
But hi, I'm Mai. I am playing Rhódania, the Circle of Stars, Feely's Druid, Artificer, tonight. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Grim in chat.
Hi, friends. It's I, Daddy Halson. Also known as Mike, also known as literally Grim in Chat. I will be reprising my role as everyone's favorite, second favorite small boy. I fucked that one up. Wes, the Alchemist Artificer.
Thank you so much. Moving down the overlay, Mythmaker Wyatt.
Well, hello there, friends. It is I returned from my month-long hiatus because of stuff. But I am here. I play Reese, our good boy Blaric, Bard, College of Shadows, and Cleric, Life Cleric of the Moon. Yeah, I'm so excited to play again. It's been so long.
It's been a while. Good to have you back. And last but certainly not least by any measure, Nestor Enigma.
Hello, friends. Normal intro here. I'm Bridget. I play Frike, the Way of the Long Death Shatterkai monk. Currently head full of many thoughts. Ready to research.
Hells to the yes. I'm Patch, the other humble dungeon master who plays everybody else. Let me do a little thing there. There in the chat you can see all the links for our wonderful players where you can find all their stuff. So, with all that in mind, let's have a quick recap as to where we last left off. As the Wyld Ones, still reeling from losing one of their members, Colin McGinnisy, as he works alongside Frike's brother in the Shadowfell. The Wyld Ones have intended on having like a little bit of downtime, some shopping days. You know, what's the worst that can happen with some shopping episodes? Oh, we'll get into that. To keep it as brief as possible, Reese got some new armor, which is very nice, very new, very shiny. Successful shopping trip. Wes tried to do some more tinkering with certain portal-related stuff and ended up transporting himself and the entire workshop into the Astral Sea, thereby meeting up with one of the players from our previous Rhódania Chronicles campaign who was stranded in the Astral Sea and rescuing them after a ridiculous scheme to return back to the material plane, which they pulled off, which involved jumping into a bag of holding and holding their breath.
Fucking your face, Wyatt. Yeah, we forgot to tell you that part.
Yeah. Shopping episode, may I add. And Feronia and Frike and Wes had also experienced the joys of Taylor's, a tailor shop in Zundanag run by a familiar looking face to many people on the internet at the moment as the Great Reconvergence, bringing people to and from different worlds, seemingly ported over a certain light-haired vampire boy who's quite popular. Calls himself Taylor, but everyone knows him by his real name, Astarion. Seemingly trying
Darling.
to make business as a tailor of sorts. But, he has a very particular look. It's not for everybody, but he doesn't care. So there was that. And then there was also Frike reached out to the Raven Queen, the patron of all Shadowkai shadow folk. And her calls were answered. Not only answered, but through tugging back at the threads of destiny somehow, Frike was given new insight into their journey, given a destination to research and to investigate. And might have also gotten a scry of sorts at her father and the apparent dark figure in the shadows that has dominion over her father. Shopping episode.
Well, like Black Friday.
A little bit. And it's only Monday. So, we reconvene with the Wyld Ones, after all having reunited after their various excursions, shall we say. And as we rejoin them, we join a couple of hours down the line. It's the late afternoon, getting to early evening portion of the day. The Wyld Ones all together, just down the road from the house, in the local scrapyard. Some of the members are looking for some materials to help patch up the house after Wes's experiment. But we first join Rhódania, who I believe has a more specific reason to be there. Over to you.
So you'll see Rhódania basically with her arse up, just literally swimming through the skip, just rummaging and trying to find some particular items and materials for a project that she's working on.
Oh, fuck. Why do things have to be so fucking pointy in this? Oh, okay, that's fine. Just an old hamburger. Alright.
It's a really
Pointy
old
hamburger.
stare. I don't know. So, Rhódania is currently...
That's when you look and you see you're actually in the waste bins for the brand new sub fair that's open next door.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong one. Alright.
and she just kind of hops over to the other one, which has like more like metals and other kind of properly organized chaos. So if you'll allow me, DM, I would like for Rhódania to rummage around looking for bits of like reinforced metal or and hopefully some like electronic bits of sorts, or something that is the Rhódanian alternative equivalent. Thank you. Equivalent to like some sort of electronics and wiring and whatnot.
Okay. So I won't make you roll for basic materials like metals and stuff. There's plenty of that. But
Okay.
for the more specific things, I definitely will need a roll. And I will mention, given the context of what you're looking for, if you get Wes to help you, you can roll at advantage, because that kind of thing is most frequently found in the city of Caithon, which is where Wes is from, as he has stated before.
In
But
that
you can
case,
roll
you
on
know,
your own if you're still too angry at him for wrecking the workshop. It's
to be honest, we're professionals. You know, just we need to. The sooner we're on good terms, the better. And plus, who could be angry at that beautiful face? So,
Wes, come here.
Why?
Need your fucking help, that's why. You owe me. You got rid of the workshop, so you might as well give me a hand.
No, I relocated the workshop for further improvements, and we'll climb up. Okay, so what are you looking for?
Oh, fucking shit. Looking for some, like, you know how RFS, Rosie, was all like, alive, but made out of non-fleshy parts. What did you use? You used, like, things inside to, like, make her work and that, right?
Well, the Malexer is part of it, but what you're looking for Iron Hearths is a little higher quality.
Oh, shit.
Although for here, we might as well, I've done some scrap digging in my time, got in trouble with Lady Irma. Let me see what we can do here. Take
For
that side, I'll take
reference,
this side.
It's for the, for that project that I mentioned to you a few weeks back.
Yeah, okay.
Could I
So,
attempt to
take a little-
overhear that? The whispered part?
Your fucking business, Frank!
You guys make a stealth or sleight of hand, and Frank make a perception check.
oh, I'm being completely obvious with what I'm getting, but I'm not saying what it's for. So,
Okay.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Okay.
still need to roll.
I mean, if you're being obvious, then you don't need to roll.
Okay.
It's whether or not she hears both sides of the conversation.
Okay.
well, good news, that's a natural one, so you heard me.
Okay. Yeah, you heard every word, Frank. Every single word.
She's just making a mental note of that.
Alright, so, I'll do what you say. Same size man.
Size, man, I've got a foot over you.
Give or take. But anyway, I'll dive over there, you dive over here, or here and there, and let me know what you find, okay?
She's just gonna do like like in the board game Mousetrap.
Hmm.
The diver. He's like this.
Uh-huh.
That's basically what she does. She rolls up her sleeves and just
Okay.
just goes proper
So-
diving.
You can either each roll individually, or one of you can roll at advantage. I'll let you decide between you.
I will give Rhódania advantage, and I will also use Spark of Inspiration, which gives you an additional +4 to your skill roll.
I love you.
And also,
Okay.
for flavor context, Wes is not diving. He is just hilariously watching you go through all of this and just kind of giggling to himself with his hands in his pockets.
Well, it's a good thing I got advantage because the first thing I rolled was a 1. And the second thing I rolled was an 11 with the nice sparkly advantage inspiration thingy that Wes just gave me. I can't remember the words because my brain is just going a million miles an hour tonight. That'll be a 15.
A 15 total. Okay.
Oh, wait. Investigation check. I'm
Investigation.
doing. Oh, I didn't even add my investigation. That'll be an 18 then.
18. Okay. Pretty good.
I don't know how to play D&D, clearly. I just let the video games do it for me.
It takes you maybe 5-10 minutes of digging, but because your small, nimble form, you're able to get pretty deep into the pile. You just see the little paws, back paws sticking out and kicking, and eventually you do grab, as well as the basic metals and things that you're looking for, various clockwork style entrapments, like some broken. So in Rhódania, clock towers are known as time towers, and people have tried to make smaller versions of them for in houses, and most of the times they don't work very well. Hey, Raiders, welcome on in. Good to see you. So you find maybe 2 or 3 lots of these little materials, these which you present to Wes, and Wes, you see them straight away. That's exactly what you've been looking for.
G'day. Well, it's a little dirty, but I think we'll take it. That's a good find.
Give it a wee clean and see if any of it works. I mean, I know we don't have the workshop at the moment, but I've still got the wee chest that's in the courtyard. We can just kind of work from there. I kind of want to get this done as soon as possible, though. Do you mind helping me pull your weight a wee bit? Get your finger out and help me with it.
Just for you, Rhódania? I'll take my sweet time.
Why do you do this to me?
You are a master of many things, my dear, but the one thing you are not a master of yet is sarcasm.
Rhódania, you would have heard Fright giggle at that.
Well, you're just in luck anyways, because I need to make a new portal outside, so we can lose the chest as well.
You're not. Fucking portals.
You want to see your starry friends or not?
I do, but at least if you're gonna work on a fucking portal, let me help you. Remember what happened the last time you used a fucking portal or made a fucking portal? We lost the workshop. And I almost lost you.
Came back.
Oh my god, you're such a smarmy fucking git. I
Right.
need to admit it. I was fucking worried about you, alright?
Aw, that's cute. The apprentice is worried about the master.
I'm gonna punch in.
Okay, roll for attack.
That is, you get that as an advantage, because I did not see it coming.
Cool. So does a 12 hit?
That does not hit.
Good thing I wasn't doing it to cause much harm.
Do you catch the fist?
You know what? I'm going to let it roll off the shoulder and kind of just giggle on the way down.
Fucking done with then.
Yeah.
She's just gonna like just very much scramble over the skip, just trying to get out, like not wanting Wed's help whatsoever to get out. Like,
Hello,
just-
raiders! That's the third raid of the
Standing.
night. Hello,
Oh.
everybody. Roll
Goodness
together.
gracious.
Our dear
Hi,
friends.
hey,
Let's get started in the chat for Roll Together RPG. Hope you had a good stream. We're just getting started. You're just missing a slight domestic between our
the two
will they, won't
artists.
they couple. I'm not sure what to define them as at this moment. Good seal.
Excuse me?
Please me.
I think seeing the attempted punch, Frike will walk over and just go, everything all right?
Everything's fine. Just
She'll just give Rhódania a look.
it's just being annoying again.
Okay, tell me
tried-
what's going on.
I tried being nice, and then he just comes back with this just fucking smarmy, gittish, charming bullshit again.
Well, I know that, well, okay, so she'll start with, well, I couldn't help but overhear, and I know that you're kind of wanting to get this experiment going again. We're just considering your safety, Wes. We don't want you to get lost again. After all, it's important that we stick together.
That's why I'm gonna help him with it.
Right,
I'll
so
go in the woods.
if we keep that in mind, then, you know, we can get along. We don't have to hit each other, unless it's sanctioned during practice.
Oh, that's not to do with his experiment. We weren't arguing about that. He's... I put my heart out of his fucking sleeve and he just swats it away. Just being like, teasing. That's what he's doing. Nothing bad. But still, Fuck you, Wes.
I'm just gonna head up high, start sauntering away around the corner.
She'll follow you.
Why
Wes
guys
didn't
like
hear a
that?
Wait, what'd you say, Mike?
I said Wes didn't hear a lick of that.
Okay. What's the rest of you doing at this point?
I'd like to think Reese was left behind because no one's heard from him
Aww.
in a little bit. So he's like, after polishing and polishing and polishing and taking so many freaking cat naps and communing with the god and taking more cat naps, he opens the door. He's like, okay, feel good. I feel ready. Where are we going? And no one's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Have you realized about the missing workshop yet? I'm assuming, like, maybe not.
I'd like to think he was asleep.
Very deep cat nap then.
It's very deep cat nap. You know, like the one where you like pick up your cat and they're like, what?
So the first thing you notice is just how empty the house is, but also it's a bit breezier than usual. Like there's a draft and you're not sure where it's coming from. It's strange.
Why does it smell like the outside? I'm gonna follow the scent. I'm going to go and like see why it's breezy inside.
Yeah, you reach the door to the workshop. You open the door and you are now looking at like the outside courtyard area.
How long was I out? Oh boy.
You hear a voice from behind you. It's been 84 years, Reese. You turn and you see a giggling Brim small boy.
Is he still drunk?
No,
I hope
he's
so.
just about recovered.
Oh, bless them.
Okay. Hold on. I am going to. Shit, I don't have any of my illusion spells ready. Okay, frick. Yeah, I'll turn around, see him. Is he just like? Has he done anything, any magic, or is he just like trying to fuck with me?
No, he's just trying to fuck with you.
Oh, Brim.
Okay, so I'm going to dive at him, and I'm going to try and like pick him up. 84 years.
What? I was joking. I just thought it would be funny.
I miss their funerals.
You didn't even have funerals for them. It's terrible. You should be ashamed.
I was to be the one to give them their funeral rites, and you didn't wake me.
Well, rest is important.
Self-care.
I'll set them down. Okay, where did they go?
I think they went to the junkyard, the scrapyard to get some things.
Junkyard? When did we start resorting to junk?
I'm not the boss of the Wyld Ones. Why are you asking me?
Who is our leader?
I don't know.
It's a democracy.
Well, I'm just going to stay here and wait for them to get back. Do you know? Did they give you an ETA?
Oh, it's only around the corner. I can't imagine they'll be that long.
Oh, it's around the corner. Wait, which corner? There's like 4.
Watch. And he opens the door to the what was the workshop and just sort of pokes it out. Just past that building over there.
Why do you have to use that door?
It's
Okay,
just quicker
that
than going
building-
around the house. There's some upsides to losing the workshop.
I'm not comfortable with this. Reese will go out the front door and go around
You will
to the building that
do the same thing.
to go around the building, around where the workshop should be, to wherever Brim was pointing. I will wave at Brim as I pass by. I will try to find Frike first.
Okay.
Or I'll be
He's-
looking for Frike.
It's fairly quiet on the streets at this time of day, so it's fairly easy to pick out the very distinguished features of Reich, who I believe while you've been asleep, first thing you notice, she's cut her hair.
So many things changed.
And
Maybe
there
it
are
has been
black
84 years.
veins spreading from the wound on her chest.
84 years.
Sake.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
Frank and Feronia will kind of be comparing notes on what to do in situations where you like someone, but you're not quite sure how they feel about you.
We're having the unrequited fancy chat.
Yep.
We've
So
all
that's the
Happened
conversation they're
before.
having.
I'm so used to it being requited because I'm the one people chase after. I don't understand.
I'm not really used to either. I don't think. I mean, my hands got so sweaty when I talked to Madeline, but I have no idea what that means. Help me.
I cast guidance on her.
Guidance.
Stay
Love
there. There you there. I got you, girl.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to stealth. And
Okay,
like stealth up to them.
go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Okay, so that is a 13. 4 on the die.
Can we
Okay.
perceive?
What's your passive perception?
15.
15? Veronia?
Sorry, I was posting a meme in our chat. Passive perception is 14.
14, yeah. So you both just can't catch a glimpse of a sneaking big cat. And also, I can't dissuade people from posting memes in the chat because last Friday, we kind of took things a little bit overboard for Paul Brie in Strata
Yeah, we
Delicious.
did.
So I cannot reprimand you for that because I'm one
I
of the
had
worst
to with
for
the whole
it.
84 years thing. I had to.
84 years.
I like to think that, Feronia sees Reese, but is very much going to humor him and just pretend like she doesn't see him because,
You'll do the same.
she fucking loves Reese. So,
Okay.
and just be like,
Oh my god, he's here. Yay.
So Reese gets down on all fours, trying to be as silent as possible.
wiggle
Especially
butt.
with the wiggle butt. And he's going to. Yeah, he's going to pounce on Feronia.
What a big scary. No. Hi.
Oh, terrifying.
So he's going to pounce on Feronia. He's going to scoop her up and be like, 84 years!
I'm not that old. What you mean?
What are you talking about?
I don't know, it's just an inside joke between Brim and I. It's fine.
Alright.
But also,
Okay.
why you have short hair, Frank?
Yep.
And you have.
I have a new cardigan. Well, I have got it. Do I have it
We
yet?
have to pick it
I
up.
took it. Yeah.
I haven't
We
picked it
have
up
to
yet.
get
It's
to
not
the
ready.
tail.
Damn it. I was going to be cute and be like, hey.
Yes, I have. But
Oh wait, you do have the cardigan because the cardigan was
I
ready.
do have.
It's the other
Oh.
bits
Yeah,
that are not ready yet.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing the fucking cardigan then.
Uh huh.
I'm wearing that starry cardigan.
A new cardigan in the junkyard. Love it.
Yeah.
That sounds like band. Cardigan in the junkyard.
Yep.
I'm down.
Love it.
It's been a busy day, and we know how you value your alone time, so we were trying to give you space.
I mean, I appreciate that, but someone didn't wake me when we lost the workshop?
Yeah.
We
That-
were too busy wondering what happened there ourselves, but Wes made it back. He was in,
Made it back! Where'd he
he
go?
was in
He went with it?
space.
Yeah.
I'll turn around.
He went to the one place that capitalism hasn't hit.
Yes,
Yet.
yet.
I'll turn around looking for Wes, and at the same time, I'm going to be accidentally casting Word of Radiance
Ooh.
On who?
Oh.
on no one, just accidentally casting it. So Word of Radiance, a burning radiance just erupts from me in my bodily form.
She'll duck out of the way.
I imagine you're still holding me.
Blah.
It's just bright is just shiny. Reese is just shiny. That's it. For like all of 6 seconds.
Frodia, make me a
Shiny as
Constitution saving throw.
So everyone is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I like to think that I would cast my starry form at the same time if I wasn't so taken back, but Constitution saving throw.
13?
That would be a 9. I imagine she
Ooh.
mutters something like,
You're starry and shit too.
Sorry, shit too. Okay, so 13 and above, you guys save.
"What have you done to me, mate? What did you do?"
2d6 radiant damage.
Oh, you fucking prick.
I love
You know
the juxtaposition between like Feronia actively punching Wes and trying not to hurt him, and then Reese turns up 2d6 radiant damage.
All right,
Yep.
tell me how much you hurt me, boy.
4 radiant damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is going on?
But Reese will point, like turn around, not realize exactly that he's let off this like light bomb, if you will, and point at Wes.
Wes is not there. He has not rejoined the group.
He's still hiding in the bin.
I'm gonna go find Wes. I'm gonna go look for Wes.
Careful,
Still not
he's in a-
realizing.
He's in an extra spicy mood today.
Wes, if you're hiding, give me a stealth check.
I am not hiding. I'm just on a different street corner, but I can still give you that stealth check.
Okay.
Oh wow. 21.
Holy shit.
21. Okay, so if you're looking for Wes, give us a investigation check, and that'll determine how long it takes for you to find him if he's elsewhere.
That's a 9.
A 9.
I don't think I'll find him.
You don't think to look outside of the junkyard, because he's got to be here somewhere. He has to be.
After like 10 minutes of looking, I'll just be like, "Ugh. I'll do with him later. It's fine.
Speaking of, Wes, where do we find you at this moment?
Wes is walking up a building sideways with Spider Climb.
Okay.
And he is on his sending stone asking Bastia about her previous trip to, and I have the name, Alamath, and how close it was to Morganoth, if at all.
Okay. So, 25 words. What are your 25 words?
Hey, friend. I hope you found your friends. We're going to Morganoth soon. Hoping you can help us. What was Alamath like?
Didn't use all 25 words. Disgraceful.
Do 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 do.
Donuts. Okay, you get a response. Didn't think I'd hear from you so soon. On my way to hopefully meet an old friend. Alamath? Not too near Morganath? Little ways away.
That was worth a try. Okay, she's busy anyways. Maybe I'll bug her later. Pocket it and walk back down as if nothing happened. And just for context of image, spider climb allows you to walk on things as if you were walking on them on your normal horizontal surface. So imagine kind of like a drain pipe or something on a building, and he's just walking straight down. He's not climbing it, he's just walking up, he's walking down.
Oh, God, he really is
Spider
kind of
West.
person, isn't he?
Spiderwebs.
Oh,
You've got a
Okay.
group of young children that are like at the bottom of the pole, like staring in amazement, and one of them's like, "Do you think if I tried to do that, it'd work?"
You know what? Let me see your boots real quick, and I will cast Spider Climb on. Give it a go. Go pretty quickly though. You're on a time limit.
Okay. And he runs up the pipe. 3 other kids immediately follow him and fall backwards and hit the heads.
No. Oh my goodness, guys! And I'm gonna cast. How many other kids did you say there were? 3 other ones?
It's like, yeah, handful.
Oh god! All right, I'm making 3 healing potions. That's gonna eat up 3 of my spell slots.
for fuck's sake.
Wes just
listen.
loves to fuck around and find out.
Look, I can't get it to all of you at once. I can only do this spell a couple of times, but in the future, just know that when you're doing stunts like the Wyld Ones, to always ask your parents' permission and just hand out the healing potions.
You
And I
hear,
hear that.
you probably hear like a child crying in the distance. Wes, you do hear from the end of the street that you're on, a couple of voices as 2 of the local guards are like, "You hear that noise? Oh yeah, it's coming from that fella that's handing out drinks to children. We should probably, yeah, let's go." And they start jogging over. What are you doing?
Oh, thank goodness. These kids were trying to run up the pole, and I was really trying to tell them they weren't, but they were so quick. That's what I love about Zunark kids. They have a lot of energy. Actually, my friend comes with Zunark, so very much so. Anyway, hi, I'm Wes of the Wyld Ones, and I'm trying to help these kids out. Can you maybe, when the healing potions can't, help patch them up?
Right, mate, you said a lot of words there very quickly. We're just asked, is everything all right?
Yes, they're all right. Kids, are you all right? We're doing a little science experiment, right, kids? Gravity is a real thing, and we are all victims to it. Can you say it with Mr. Wes? Gravity is real.
Yeah.
Say it with
What-
me, kid.
One of the kids just says,
Gravity.
one of the kids just says, "The weird man with the cape gave us a fizzy drink that made us think we could go up walls, and it didn't."
Hey, it's a coat. The cape is on the inside. And it wasn't a drink. It was an artificer mechanic.
He
Yeah,
told us it would
special.
make us climb like spiders.
Also, like liars.
Artificer.
I want to be a spider.
My mummy
They're
told
still-
me not to take things from strangers.
Kids, when you're teaching new kids, it's always tough because you're always building that relationship in the beginning, and they want to test you. Isn't that right, kids?
I don't like taking tests.
Eh,
I just wanted to play.
So,
You do that shit to my shoes?
Now I want to see your shoes. You
Oh,
smell
kids,
so
why don't you
bad.
run along and we'll have a nice chat with this man here.
But. Okay.
Thomas, please
I
go
don't like
home, alright?
spiders anyway.
Thomas, seriously. Come on. Ruining the fun. I gotta get your friend up now. Hey, playtime's over. Looks like we'll do our field trip another day. Talking to the kid that's still up top.
Oh my god.
Get back down here, Thomas, too.
And that's when the
don't want
guards
to.
look up and see this kid halfway up the wall. Like, what the fucking hell? Jerry, should we go get a drink? I think we need one. Yeah, all right. And they just walk off.
These NPCs when we can play them, eh?
Exactly.
I am all for it.
Oh
Take
god.
over the kids. That was
They're all named Thomas.
Thomas. Thomas to the fourth
Thomas-
power.
You leave
Thomasina
Thomas and
is
Thomas
one of the
two alone.
girls.
I was Thomas.
Thomas cute.
I'm Thomasina.
Thomas
Thomas-
Prime.
Thomas
Cena.
the Esquire.
Oh
I'm
god.
Thomasina the fifth Esquire. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, I love you guys.
Do you return to the group?
I'll get a dozen gravy rings and then return to the group.
Okay. So we return to the group just before Wes returns, picking back up from where we left off.
She might, just said Rhódania, well, we could go to the tailor's first, but I have some research I'd like to do, maybe at the library or some kind of place with a lot of books.
Is it?
I was gonna go in Thomasina voice there.
Is there places like this in Sundenark? I didn't think there might be because
I don't
mean-
really know, but maybe we could ask the tailor.
I don't know.
It's only been a couple of hours since you left
Yeah.
the tailor's.
I think he's still going to be entangled in his orgy at the moment, so it might not be best if we interrupt.
Right,
Have
right.
an interruptive.
Shopping
I'm sorry.
episode.
Yep.
Your the tailor is in an orgy.
Yeah, he was having sex. Rather, that's what it implied because there were voices in the back. He might have had them just tied up. I
I
don't
was
know.
trying not to think about it, but
I didn't like that. It was a bit icky.
yeah, it did. Do you think there's a library around here, Reese?
Yeah, I think I passed one while I was going to get my armor earlier.
Okay, then I'd like to go to the library.
I'll lead them to the library
Okay.
if I remember.
Easy enough to find the library.
History check.
Do you wait for Wes, or do you go without him?
Wes!
I'm
Yeah.
personally not gonna go to the library.
Oh.
This group loves to split the party. I love it.
We'll learn, maybe.
Okay, so who's going to the library and who is not going to the library?
I'm going to the library.
I am, since I'm leading the way.
Wes?
I'm getting gravy rings. I have no idea they're going to the library, so just imagine I'm going back to the house.
Okay. Split party it is. And as Bree says in the chat, TPK, which, as we all know, stands for Trust Patch Kelly.
Totally.
Nah.
Or
Total
Total
Party
Patch Kiss.
I love you, man, but nah.
Okay.
You've killed me too many times.
Have I, though? Is there such a thing? I'd like to put that to the test. If I may.
Goddamn fucking clothes, at least.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, so we will first go to the library with Frike and Reese. So it's not a massive library, but it is well looked after. You walk in and it's all like one big room. There's no like side rooms or anything, but it is like floor to ceiling on every wall, books and various bookcases that are jutting out from the walls as well, covering so many different topics. And there's not many people in other than the staff. There might be 2 or 3 sort of patrons sat at various tables, but most of the tables are empty. And as you walk in, there is a main counter in front, which has quite an elderly human male that's currently writing in a ledger.
Hello, I was hoping I could take a look at the section on religion and deities.
Oh, hello, darling. We have various books and scrolls and tomes on that. Is there anything more specific in mind, or?
Gods of death?
Oh, that's very specific. We have a small collection on such things. Curious, you say gods of death. But I am no expert in these things, but as far as I was aware, there's a goddess of death.
Gods or goddesses of death, perhaps dating before the Raven Queen?
Oh my. Well, again, it's not my area of expertise, but certainly right this way.
And leads you
Thank you.
to like one of the far corners of the room. And you can see that one of the bookcases that is jutting out, you can see that he walks to the end of it and turns a dial as one of the shelving units kind of flips to reveal another side to it, and then opens out as some other bits come out as well. There's definitely some sort of magical elements to this library. The bookcases hold more books than they should, I'll put it that way. It's quite fascinating to watch it, how it operates. It's like when a flower opens up. That's kind of like what it looks like. Let's see here. Oh yes, we have Red Robin Cass is raiding us. Hello, raiders. Welcome on in. This is the 4th or the 5th raid we've had tonight. Amazing. Welcome on in, friends. Hope you're doing well. Some of our adventurers are just in a library looking to do some research. Stick around. So he reaches and pulls a couple of books. This is a book about the Raven Queen, and this is more of a general book about the Pantheon. If there's any other more specific things, then have a quick look around here. And this particular section, this case, is mostly about religious texts from the ancient times. And if you need anything more, I will be over at the main desk.
Thank you. Well, I was going to ask my friend Reese for help, but he seemed to let a wild dog out of the library just now.
What? We had dogs? People keep doing that. I don't know. My apologies. Thank you for dealing with that, my friend.
It was just a spirit. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh.
What was I helping with?
She might, say thank you to the librarian and kind of make this face like she's waiting for him to leave. Thank you. We'll let you know if we need anything.
We can
Not
always
a
just walk away
problem.
from the desk.
He starts walking back to the desk.
Okay, she'll look for, the nearest table and just spread these 2 books out, and then she'll tell, Reese, The Raven Queen showed me more about the male presence that I told you about a while ago that was watching me and that might have interfered at the tournament and maybe a bunch of other times. I'm not really sure, but my father was being assisted by the Raven Queen, and then this being the one that the queen apparently usurped and became the goddess of death. He might be fueling my father's power by now. So I think I'm hoping there's some kind of record of what happened before the Raven Queen rose to power, and or how she got her power to begin with, who she had to overtake in order to become the goddess.
I don't mean anything by this when I say it. I don't think we're going to come across that knowledge in a common library.
It's worth a try. I've spoken with the Raven Queen and she's shown me a lot of information already, but she said when the time came that I would just know what I had to do, but I'm really sick of everybody telling me when the time comes you'll know. If there's a chance for me to learn more information, I want to take it.
There's nothing wrong with learning information, Craig. You can learn all you want, but you're not going to know what to do with it until certain situations come to pass.
But if I don't know who we're fighting, who we're up against, how am I going to fight him?
Like we fought everyone else. Do you remember that bone devil that attacked us when we were just sitting at Rhódania's old house?
Yeah,
How did we get rid of it?
we fought it.
Yes. And with
Chill with everybody.
Exactly. You're not in this alone. And knowledge is useful, and being able to have knowledge is useful, but you can't just be book smarts when it comes to fighting or when it comes to trying to take down your father. Or whoever. I don't know if it's your father.
I don't know if it's my father either. She will open the book as they're talking and just kind of flip through pages. But
Okay.
there's this dejected look on her face now as she turns each page.
So, what are you specifically looking for?
Who usurped the Raven Queen?
Okay, very specific. Go ahead and make me an investigation check. This will be a pretty high DC. So if there's any way of adding to the roll.
Hence me.
Guidance.
You have guidance. You have guidance already.
Guidance ends after a minute. It's been after a minute, but I have guidance and I'm guiding her.
Okay.
Sorry if that was really loud.
Um,
I was like, my mic's over here.
it's a 7.
A
With
7.
guidance?
Yep.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh, pal.
You read through and it gives a brief account of the known information of the Raven Queen. With a 7, even such as a low number, it doesn't give a lot of information, but what it does say is that when the Raven Queen ascended to her title, whoever it was that came before them, their knowledge of them was wiped from the material plane, was wiped from memory, was wiped from most known written record. But I will give you that you do notice the particular wording, most known written record. That doesn't specifically say all written record.
DM,
Yes.
pulling on backstory here.
Mm-hmm.
My mentor
Yes.
had certain tomes and scrolls that were incredibly old. Would one of them have information that I can recall?
That you can recall.
Now, mind you, this might be at disadvantage if something were to happen, because I was not interested in it. Reese was not interested in like learning a lot of the tomes and scrolls, but
So that would definitely be a roll at disadvantage. Alternatively, we could call it a fate roll, which is a straight D100, and I'll set the DC at 70. It's up to you. You do it either way. This is difficult information to recall, if there is any.
do I want to try to remember? Fate roll it. Oh boy. Using my Reese dice. Using the Reese dice, I'm gonna do a... I've never had a fate roll, so I'm gonna do the fate roll.
Okay. That's a look.
It's a 71.
Fucking hell.
Hold on, I'm taking a picture.
I love it.
This has happened a few times on this channel. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Putting in the chat.
Okay. With a 71. I think let's flavor this a little differently. As you delve back into your mind, trying to remember in the past, those ancient tomes that he had, you know you read through them, several times because they were fascinating, but it was so long ago. And you're trying to pull the memories from your mind. And it takes you a moment to realize that you look around the room and everything just seems to have stopped. You look at fucking Frikes frozen in the middle of a page turn. And you look across there and there is a patron frozen pulling a book off a shelf. And you look at the chair next to you. As the goddess of the moon is now sat next to you. Trying to remember something, are we?
Maybe something that would help my friend.
Indeed. She's looking over at Frike, frozen in this moment.
I think you're all going to need some help soon. We haven't spoken for some time. And there are reasons for this.
I can't expect you to always be there, though I know you always hear me.
Well, that's just the thing. I shouldn't be here at all. And yet, here I am, sat next to you.
Yeah, this is weird.
We aren't supposed to be able to reach the material plane physically.
I'll go over and try to poke her. Is she physical?
Yes, she is.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. This is as strange for me as it is for you. We haven't had physical form here in over 5,000-6,000 years.
You're able to poke Frike. Would she feel it? I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
No,
Knowledge.
you raise a valuable point. She reaches over and she just touches the back of Frike's hand that's holding the book as Frike, time unfreezes for you. And as you turn this page, you notice something's off and there's someone new sat at a table with you. And everything else around you is frozen in an instant.
What's going on?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Frike, this is the goddess of the moon. This is Amira. And Amira, as you know, this is Frike.
Pleasure.
Hello.
This is my goddess.
As she reaches out to take your hand. Fear not. I will not call you a child of shadow. I know it doesn't sit well in your heart. My siblings are not as well-mannered as I can be.
Thank you. Your siblings?
The other deities.
Oh. Is there a reason I can see you and talk to you?
Well, that's...
I'm just as stunned as you are.
It's a little complicated, but it's down to me. The threads of destiny have been pulling strange as of late, and you know full well about the convergence that has been happening on and on. I was just explaining to Reese here. I shouldn't be able to be here like this. Not in a physical form, anyway. I'm able to speak to the minds of my followers through communion, but this is something we haven't been able to do for centuries. I know what you seek. I'm here to give you limited help, as limited as it is. You're searching
Okay.
for a name that has been lost. Fortunately, when one ascends to godhood, if they are claiming the throne of someone else, that person no longer exists, or ever did exist. Except for once.
and she starts getting visibly a little more uncomfortable in her chair. It would seem that my sister, the Raven Queen, and yourself uncovered something as we lose another one to the void. Let me just switch the overlay one sec. There we go. I'll do it for now. I regret that as gods we haven't been able to intervene as much. I haven't been able to locate all of my brethren. Welcome back.
You were all like robot-y and stuff,
Mm.
and I also can't hear the music for some reason, but that's fine.
Oh,
No
it is
biggie.
there.
Go
No
ahead.
worries. She continues on. I haven't been able to locate some of my brothers and sisters ever since we were removed from the material plane. The figure that you saw, he's the reason we were removed from the material plane. His name is lost to us, but we know what he was. And I can confirm what you heard. He was the god of death. We assumed that death would take him, but foolishly, I suppose. If you have dominion over something, can it really take you? The knowledge you seek must exist out there, but ancient it will be. If there are any answers, then yes, Morriganarth is the right destination. That was our seat of power when we were here. And she lifts her hand up and creates this illusionary image, which shows you this incredible citadel. Way bigger than any that you've seen. And it looks pristine and perfect. This is what it looked like back then. And you see there's like this massive central spire that's surrounded by 6 smaller spires, and there is a boundary wall surrounding the whole thing. It is in a beautiful valley covered with flowers and grass. There is a mountain range in the distance, beautiful sunshine, the faintest glimpse of people walking about.
Try to reach on, touch it. The tallest spire. Just enamored with it.
It was the most beautiful place in creation, our proudest achievement. However now, and she waves her hand and the image changes, showing the same thing but ruined. The tall spire still stands, but parts of it are missing, and it's a little bit lopsided. 4 of the 6 spires are crumbled away. The 2 that remain are half of what they were, and the entire surrounding area is blanketed by a horrific snowstorm. It is a dangerous journey. But there is great power in a name. And if that name can be recovered, then we can use it. I fear
My sister, bold as she is, I feel she's a little over her head. She's taking for granted the fact that we can now apparently be here. I'm trying to be a bit more careful. Because not all is what it seems as far as I'm concerned. But I feel that our best hopes lie in you, Wyld Ones. And if it's any consolation, she reaches out and takes Fright's hand again. Your friend is safe at the moment. He's doing rather well, actually.
You speak of Connell.
I do. I cannot intervene where he is, but I can observe, and he's doing his part.
As long as he's safe.
Queen told
Sorry.
me she was in love once.
Yes, she was. She was mortal once. She had a normal life, just like you. It all ended when she ascended. That was an unintentional rhyme.
Morganoth is a place where no ship can go. Is that correct?
It is a perilous path. The snowstorms and the image that is still up now, it sort of pans out and shows the wider area. The snowstorm has been perpetual for the last 5,000 years. Our influence there has been very limited. I think because it was the ground zero for our defeat. I am unable to affect any change there, much like my brethren. It's interesting, really. An example of nature going wild without Mother Nature to guide it.
Has it become a godless place?
In a manner of speaking, the whole of Rhódania has been a godless place for centuries. But maybe not anymore.
Now that you all are here. Or you can be.
Not all of us. It is a good thing, but it is also concerning because I don't fully understand why. So my focus now moves to locating those of us that are missing still.
The stray
But-
gods.
Yes. Fantastic reference. I will help where I can, but Brees here, devout as he is, can probably do more on the ground than I feel able to at this moment.
I don't mean to interrupt. Amira, my homeland was protected by the gods
Yes.
for many thousands of years. We were not allowed to leave, yet no one was allowed to enter either. We were shrouded in in mist, as it were. You talk that the gods can't and haven't roamed this world. But you are one of the gods that my home worshipped, that we maintained a memory of, at the very least. I don't know about this talk of Morganath. I've been not around for the past day and a half, and apparently a ton has transpired that I haven't been present for. But would it behoove us to go home to try and find out more before we continue onward?
There is potential for information to be there, certainly. But that is quite a diversion, all things considered.
It's a diversion that protects us so we won't die. I think it's worth it. As I
Pull
said,
out the
Frike.
map. Unfurl the map and just measure the distance between Galea, which is here, and Morganath, which is all the way up here. And she'll I have a bad feeling, and it won't go away. And it's been there ever since I learned that my father is watching me. If I can't learn the name of whoever's doing this yet, or if it still has to be discovered, then I wish to seek protection from divination magic, because when and if I talk to my father again, I will talk to him on my own terms. But more than that, I think I saw something that it was, call it destiny or fate or intervention. It felt big that I saw this being controlling my father, perhaps controlling everything else. And it's the most solid lead that we've had on the events of the reconvergence. And now we have a way to get there. Perhaps if there is a more complex and advanced library than this, then it might be worth stopping along the way, but how much time can we really afford to lose?
Can't say that it's more complex than this one, but it's older. That much I can say for sure.
I'm sorry, but I don't agree. I just think we have to be smart about how we invest our time.
And I'll point to the map. Is there a place that is ancient on our way to wherever we're going?
Let me just bring up the map. Apparently my mouse has disappeared. Oh, there we go. You can see that she closes her eyes begins to think as my file explorer boots up. As she opens her eyes again, there is one place older than most. A city that came to Rhódania during the first reconvergence event. This was just before we were sundered from Rhódania. It was at the beginning of our fight. And she reached out and points to the city directly in the middle of the Scarlet Valewood, the city of Irion. It arrived along with the Scarlet Valewood, which in the beginning was only small, but the strange properties of the Valewood quickly expanded across the continent. From what I understand, it has remained closed off from most of the world for some years, but I had limited contact with the people of Irion at that time. They were rather inquisitive. If anything, it is also close to Reachfall Tower, which I believe your friend Wes met a cleric devoted to my sister, Ayun. Her people are from that tower. It does bring you close to Alamath, so I guess you could say it's on the way.
Like if there's a library there, there's a chance that you can have your answers. We should go.
I'll tell Madeline. If she can chart it into the course, then that's where we'll go.
I will let you make your preparations. Just be cautious. Strange things are in motion, and I believe even I am blind to some of it, which I'm not used to. It's very strange. But I will keep my eye on you.
May you shine overhead and light our path.
Always. And Frike, if you do see my dear sister again, tell her she should be more cautious. Bold actions can only go so far. She'll know what it means. I used to say it to her all the time when we were younger.
I will.
And she claps, and time resumes, and she's gone.
She's gonna shut the book she was looking at, pick both of them up and try to find the shelf they came from, to cover up the fact that she is crying a little bit.
Okay. And at this point, we'll go ahead and take our brief intermission. We'll come back to... We'll return to our two not at the library, first of all, to find out what they've been up to. And we'll pick up from there. But, at this moment in time, before we do go on break, I have a couple of things to tell you about. First things first, make sure you stay till the end of the stream, as we have a couple of announcements to make. We're going to make one now, and we're going to make one at the end of the stream.
Oh my god.
Now, the one that we'll talk about now, I'm actually not going to talk much about it. I'm going to let the break reel give you all the information you need. But here's the first official sneak peek of something that's cooking up for QuestJunkies in February. See you shortly. This is day 474. Dr. Samuel Carver recording, as always. As of this day, we are officially on our own. Communication has been reduced to local transmissions within a mile of base camp. Word has not yet reached our ears of any potential rescue, even less word of a cure. Hope continues to dwindle. It's strange to think back to the days before, watching America consume itself on the news and thinking, it'll never reach here. How wrong we were. Our supplies will probably last us another week at best. But with the long nights of winter on the horizon, the danger escalates further. If you were to ask me my honest opinion, we have 72 hours at best. So, if you're hearing this message, then rescue has arrived all too late for us. But, to the few who remain, against all odds, I wish you luck. And remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
The world has changed. The coming of calamity and those who rose up against it. Victory was gained, but at a cost. The lone swordsman lays dormant. The country without rule. A people fractured under the anxiety of what is yet to come. But within these fractured lands is something thought lost to time, but not lost, merely patiently waiting. And now, with no champions left standing, there will be no will other than mine. Renounce your petty gods and worship me, for I am Majora. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Baby,
And
come back.
Baby, come back. We're back. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Glad you could stick around with us as we had a little bio break. We return to the Wyld Ones in the Rhódania Chronicles on this Monday night. So, at this moment in time, we're going to switch over to the other half of the group, the very handily split party, as Rhódania and Wes, I believe, have returned to the house on their separate little trips. So, as we enter into the house, what do we see? Who would like to... Are you together? Are you doing separate things? Or what's happening?
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Fronia picked up a Subway on the way because I'm eating a sandwich. But
Now, did you sample some of the barbarian's boiled beef? Or did you get one? Oh, you did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
a little
And
bit
did
of
you go-
face sauce all over it.
Context.
You go for the Eldritch Baja Blast as well?
No, I didn't this time. No,
Oh. Never mind. Be next
I
time.
can't continue this session.
I went to the Zundanargian Cola. That's what I had.
Eh.
Never mind. Never
It's a
mind.
city classic.
Okay. Wes?
Yeah, just
What about you?
I think Wes would come back delayed. He's got a box of gravy rings, and he's probably already dove into one. So he's like just carrying the box in both hands, and he's got half a gravy ring sticking out of his mouth, and just kind of walks in, impolitely says hi to the moms. Trying to speak with his mouth full before finding Rhódania. Brought donuts.
Oh, I got myself a Subway. I didn't know if you wanted anything, but I thought I was just tell myself.
Mm-hmm. No, next time. Mm-hmm.
Not having donut.
Oh, ring. Here.
No, thank you.
Where I came from.
Someone please cast comprehend fucking languages.
You talking about? I can understand what it's doing.
He'll swallow the last of it. All right.
We need a drink now. Fluffy bread.
See, this is what happens. You should have gone with the proper. You went with the cola. Why would you ever get the cola at this location? The cola sucks. Have you had it recently?
It's fucking good.
In your eyes, the Eldritch Baja Blast is a staple with the Barbarian's boiled beef.
Yeah, no, I heard this mixed things about it. Try it next time, It's like my cola. Pardon me.
Nice. Puts the donuts down. Okay. While the others are away, I've distracted Miss McGinnisy, so we've got plenty of time to ourselves to get started, and I think you've got plenty of tools, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Pardon me, sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is the
It's-
content that you all subscribe for. Let me just point
This
that
is
out to you.
quality content. Thank you for joining Quest Junkie.
Oh god.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go into the courtyard.
No, not carbonated water, just normal water.
Let's go into the courtyard and we can have a wee rummage and see what we've got. I do want to try and finish this today, if that's all right. So I might need your hand. I mean,
Yeah.
considering what we're making,
No, that's fair. We'll get it done today. I need to be free tonight, so we'll get it done sooner rather than later.
Oh, what you got planned tonight? Hot date?
He kind of recoils, just trying to... Yes. No. I'm sneaking into the royal palace.
What? Why? How? What?
Okay. Just keep it down, because I don't want the moms to
Just have
hear.
a normal night in.
Never. Okay, listen. When I was in the Astral Sea, my new friend Bastia, we went through this thing. It was like a branch of Palor. It's like a dimension, but there was something important there that I didn't realize. There was a control that had different points of Rhódania located on it, and the branches of Palor was a network of portals that used to be used all across the continent. So, I thought to myself, if we're going to this very dangerous Morganoth, what if there's a portal there? We could make the trip in no time. We could even go back to your place.
What? Roshan's Rise?
Yeah. If it's at every point in the capital, there has to be a reason why that network was developed. And this Morganoth
Yes.
might have a location on the map.
I agree. Like, this is definitely a lot easier solution. But when was the last time it was officially working? I mean, there must be a reason why they decommissioned it if they did.
Apparently, it
That's
was
cool.
used to start some conflicts and some wars, but I told them I came in peace. So I used it yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
So if we can reactivate it, we make everyone's lives easier. And no one has to know.
Why can't we just ask? Because, I mean, you're planning to go by yourself, which you're not going by yourself. You
You
hear?
think you're up for the challenge?
Hell yeah. 2 heads are better than 1. I mean, I don't like the idea of leaving Frike and Reese behind, though.
Oh, we can bring them too. If they're interested, we can bring everyone.
Are we doing some recon first and then going? Or are we just all going all at once? Because I feel like we need to do a little bit more investigating, pal.
Good point.
We don't want to end
See,
up in
this is why-
space again.
Don't you want to see your starry friends?
Oh, I do. I'd love to see them with you, but I'm just scared.
Scared of what?
Being alone again? If I'm honest.
Now we're scratching at the surface, and he kind of just scratches the back of the ear for a moment. Tell me more.
It's a little bit obvious, isn't it? I'm kind of come off as needy.
Be in the lab. You do have some pretty strict deadlines. But
Yeah,
you
just
personally? You personally? I don't think so. Connell's needy. Thank goodness, we had to help him fight that Deborah. He couldn't do it by himself. I know her name was Deborah, but I keep telling the kids it's Deborah because it's funnier.
I always thought her name was Deborah, but okay.
Okay, we'll do some recon. Let's get this together. You tell me what you need. I'll be right here. And don't forget, those donuts aren't going to eat themselves.
Rhonia's gonna grab 2. 1 for each paw.
Oh, save one for Miss Thea and your mom.
One of these
Oh,
is
and 3 for
you.
And then just stuffs it in his mouth.
Here you go.
On, girl. Wait on.
Right, okay. So, action plan for project. What are we gonna call our project?
Thea's right-hand men.
Sounds like a good one.
Now, what does it look like?
Suppose it's limb shaped.
The limb-shaped helps.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe it would kind of nice. We could make it all. I don't know, maybe starry and shit. But I don't know what the traditional McGinnisy, colors are. Do you know?
The many things I know of those two, color is not the first thing that comes to mind. We could ask, but then it might be a little obvious. Or
No.
we can always paint it afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. The other idea I had is that there'd be maybe some swirls down it, a couple of dials, so that you could basically just for tension and for fastening. I want to make sure that they get used to it. So I don't want it to be a rough learning curve because it's been a while. She's had one.
Yeah. Although the way that we do things with iron hearths, the tension and compression is always automatically built in. Although I suppose I've never done it with a person before, so this'll be new.
I mean, it's kind of DIY doing as well, so.
Yeah, you have to connect all the veins and the nerves. We need Malexar. We need everything.
I also want as well, I don't want it to be just cosmetic. I want it to be able to be sensitive as well. And customizable, so if she does ever want to change it, she can.
Include a built-in crossbow for Miss McKinney.
No!
Oh, right, carry on.
No! I mean, maybe later, but no.
Maybe later.
Maybe just put our product number on there and a helpline for the sending stone we've got. So if she does have any issues, just give us a ring, and if she wants to be upgraded, we can do that too.
Comes with a year warranty.
A lifetime guarantee.
Lifetime guarantee. 3-year warranty?
What makes it
5-year
private?
warranty.
No, until EOL, end of life.
You telling me Miss Thea's gonna die?
No. Oh, God's sake. The question is, are we going to make it permanent? Or can they remove it?
Well, if what you're building is a prosthetic, they should be able to remove it as much as they can use it.
I see, so yeah. I suppose I should get started on a sock for her then, at least for the stump. Otherwise it's going to be a bit uncomfortable when she's got it on.
Solid idea. I leave the sock to you.
Okay. But yeah, I'm happy to start this now. We've got our notes, so read them back to me.
So, this super cool prosthetic brought to you by the Wyld Brew. We'll have a crossbow, a knife, a sword, all built into it. In order.
No.
I got it.
Tunnel version. If you
I got it. It's a prosthetic that's sensitive, that has some starry shit in vinyl that we can paint later on, so that way she can feel comfortable in this thing, but also feel nice and pretty and aesthetic. Not that she isn't already, but a little extra flair gets her a long way. And we'll make sure that if she ever has any issues with it, she's free to call you. Or me, in the event of emergency.
More like you're the talented one.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. All right,
Hey?
let's get started. It's a figure of speech. I don't get paid shit.
Okay, mind you, money's just a social construct.
No, money is definitely a
me.
construct I need to get my stuff done. Be careful on that barbarian spoiled beef with the cola. It's going to give you gas for a while. This is why you
Sorry.
always get the Eldritch Baja Blast, because it doesn't give you that much gas.
I know, but it's better
Rookie
than just
mistake.
drinking Wild Brew all the time. I've probably got a
What's
hole in my
that?
stomach. I know, but people get annoyed with you if you start drinking it and shit keeps happening. So, that's why I've been laying off it for a wee while. Although we haven't had our shots in a bit, maybe, I mean, I don't know if we're going to be burning the midnight oil, but if you fancied getting a bite and we can work on it, you can do that.
We're not building a whole iron hearth. Probably get it done today.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's get started then, in that case.
Just don't tell Miss McGinnis. It's going to cost her an arm.
is that, just get a whole new one.
Patch, we'd like to build an arm.
And with that,
Okay.
I am going to now keep me in the straight and narrow here, Mike. So I'm gonna use my replicate magic item infusion of prosthetic limb. So yeah, I would like to build a limb for her, and hopefully with, I'm assuming we might have to do a couple of rolls or not, or even just to see how long it takes and stuff. But I'd like to see if maybe we could spend a little bit of time adding the modifications that we wanted for Connell's mum.
I'm just gonna
If
check
it requires a
because...
skill check,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, please continue while I check.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it requires any form of skill check that would be a little too complex for just an infusion, I've got a boatload of things that I'm going to do, if that's the case, which includes reading through all of my components here. The right tool for the right job, which will allow me to create the type of smith's tools that are required to make this thing happen, should the infusion by itself not work. I will also use Flash of Genius on the off chance that a skill roll is required. I have 2 more uses for it after the fact. And then I believe I've got one more that allows me to add my intelligence modifier to any roll. Should give a grand total of about +8 to whatever roll Rhódania needs to make.
Okay, so let's have a look here.
This is really funny. I have the Baldur's Gate soundtrack still playing in my head because I can't hear any muffin music. So this is just
Yeah, it crashed
really
on me too,
intense
so don't worry.
music. Really intense, like dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's strange that you can't hear it because it is definitely playing through OBS and through Discord. Okay.
Oh, I can't
so
hear it.
You can't?
No.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. Plot
oh.
thickens.
How
Now
about
I can
now?
hear it.
I can hear
Okay.
it.
Yep,
Cool.
yep, yep.
Interesting. I don't know why it was doing that because it was fine for stream.
Can only imagine what adorable music you had playing while we were chatting.
Just death metal, that kind of thing.
Or baby metal.
Baby
So,
metal, yes.
just reading rules as written, it doesn't look like you need to make any skill checks. You just need to
Okay.
put some
Muzzle
time
death.
in for it. Even if you did, this is a very adorable, selfless act that you are making. So I probably wouldn't give you a roll to make anyway, because it's just wonderful. So you put in as much time as you feel it deserves. And as that time comes to an end, what does the finished article look like?
So, I mean, in Rhódania's head, the way that it would have been made would have been like, oh my god, it's so perfect, and blah, blah, blah. But I imagine up to about this point where, her arm has been missing, it almost looks like some little vines have twirled up onto her arm, curled up and stuff. So it makes it look like it is part, seamlessly part. The sock that Rhódania has made as well is seamlessly in there. It's a nice, different shades of green and little bits of, yellow for, stars sort of thing, just to kind of go with the theme. With each bend of the prosthetic arm where, the braces are. I imagine it's quite swirly as well, but also slightly gilded, and raised. She has a nice looking hand as well, closely matched to her own, and I imagine that for each nail she can kind of modify, so she can change the colors if she likes. So she could have nail varnish, I suppose, if she really wanted to jazz things up a little bit. It's a little bit steampunky, but natural looking at the same time with, yeah, just a few other little knobs and buttons just to make sure that it's comfortable for her. And I imagine there's potentially like a panic button somewhere hidden amongst it. So if she does have any issues or she is in trouble, for example, and if she's unable to get to the setting zone, she's just clicks that button and we'll try and get to her.
I mean, if you'll allow me to add a little bit of flavor as well,
Mhm.
I'll let you build the sending stone into the arm.
Oh, yes, please.
Mm,
How
Okay.
about that?
Yeah.
We love to hear that.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything from Wes to add to this?
I don't think so. But I think when presented, Wes would kind of look at Thea and just, I really tried to help out, but honestly, this is all Rhódania's work. Really surprised. I said, maybe you just want a little help from someone who made Iron Heart. She's, no, I've got this covered. You should have seen it was incredible. She labored over this for you.
Now, when you do give it to her, she's completely taken aback. The words almost entirely escape her, and she starts crying. And the most that she can do is bring you both in with her one arm for a big hug and pulls you both in close together. And just holds
But
you
don't think-
for a minute.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Why don't you try it on?
No, I thought I'd throw it away. Don't need it. Of course I'm gonna try it on.
Well, make sure you put the sock on first, otherwise it's gonna rub a bit.
You're gonna have to show me what to do. We'd never put something like this on.
Alright.
Oh.
Wes, can you give me a hand? Maybe I need a stool or something. Can you give me a uppie on the stool? Just
Sure,
wanna get this
sure.
sorted.
I'll get the stool. I'll just hold the arm as you're putting the sock on her.
Okay, so slide it up and so there's a little bit of tight. There you go, done. Arm, please, sir.
Kind of stuff it in, turn a little bit. There's a bit of a click and a shift noise, and then I imagine in some of these there's like tabs. Like when you have like on a suitcase, like those sort of things that just help like secure it in a little bit more. And just as Rhódania just double checks everything's in order and everything, she gets off the chair, moves it back, just kind of looks up at her and just.
Okay, all you need to do is press that really round button with the extra shiny bits on it, and give it a go.
You can see her other hand is shaking as she does. She presses it.
And as that happens, there's lights going up her arm as it's almost kind of like filling with liquid. Almost, it looks like. So just it's coming down and then comes all the way down back, and the little lights kind of go in her nails.
It's not gonna explode like the workshop is.
No. Give it a go. Try wiggling your fingers.
She tries, and the fingers move. And she starts stretching it out, moving it. There's a big circle. Oh. I can't wait when that boy gets home. I'm gonna smack the shit out of him for being away.
Just be careful. It's quite sensitive, so you'll feel it. It's saying that. All right.
And she takes the flower from her hair and just kind of very lightly brushes it against her arm.
Can you feel that? Is it ticklish?
I can.
Okay. Next thing. Can you pass me a pin, please, Wes?
Wait, what?
Thank you.
And then just kind of like prick at the end of her fingers, like,
What about this?
Ah, you shite.
Okay. Good. It works. Brilliant. Try to be careful with it. But there's also an extra thing in there, my dear. The sending stone you were given, we have put it into the device, into your new arm. So if you need any help from the Wyld Ones, even if it's just a checkup at MOT, or if you're in danger, or you just want to call for a chat, just give it a little bit of a tap on your wrist and give us a ring.
She takes a few moments. She's still crying. She's taking all this in. I don't think I'm ever gonna find the words to repay his kindness.
Don't need to. It's the least we could do. In retrospect, you brought the shield to us. If it weren't for you, there would be no Connell.
Oh, I don't know. The resolve that boy has, he'd find a way to bypass that, I'm sure. Some things in the world are inevitable, and that boy is one of them. And I'm starting to think y'all are too.
You're always welcome in our house, in our hearts. And I know it's a bit of a shithole at the moment, what with us missing the, workshop, but if you ever feel the need to just come in and maybe not have a wild party, but if your mum and if my mum and yourself decide like, oh, let's have a cup of tea, or just go check on the house, feel free. Like, my mum's pretty much going to be here anyway all the time.
I mean, I did kind of take the spare bedroom already. I didn't ask. I just did. I hope that's all right.
No, it's fine. It's the guest room. Well, I suppose it's not the guest room anymore. It's your room. So yeah, fill your boots.
I can fill my gloves now.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to get gloves, well, actually, maybe don't go there. He's a bit nasty. Let's just say if you go to Taylor's, make sure you bring, obviously, protection, but make sure you don't. Make sure you go with one of us, because he's a bit sordid.
There's several elements of that phrase that concern me greatly. I'll look elsewhere, I think. To be on the
Ask my
safe
mum
side.
to knit you some gloves. That's the.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of tea, let's really give this arm a test drive. Let's see how good it can brew tea. Come
Are
on.
you gonna say bruise? All right, let's just mix.
I mean, if you don't behave, I will test out, see how well it can bruise.
She just kind of takes a wee look at Wes as if like,
Please don't leave me alone with her.
Oh no, I insist. You made this arm yourself. You deserve to have this moment. And just kind of scratches the back of your ears before heading back out. I'll go clean up. Don't wait for me.
You always do that.
So as Wes runs in the house, leaving the two of you there, just before heading to the house, she just looks at you. See why you like him? And she walks into the house.
Is it really that obvious? Jesus Christ.
As you head inside for cups of tea, let's jump back to the library. Find out how the rest of that trip goes. As Reese and Frike After an unexpected communion, Lady Amira, do you continue your investigation in the library, or do we find you doing something else?
I think
As
she would have felt no reason to continue the investigation at this point. Plus, she might need some air, so she'd be looking for magical items. For one specific item, anything that would provide protection from divination magic.
Okay.
oh, so she leaves the library.
Hmm.
No, okay, fair enough.
All right. Let's have a look here. So protection from... I know what you're looking for. So go ahead and make me a investigation check. Just a general investigation check, first of all.
Okay, my dice went wild. No modifier, 17.
17's pretty good. You try a couple of the usual shops and they don't have anything in stock, but you also notice that there is one of the nighttime street markets just starting up, which tend to be less generalized and more just like whatever people find that month they put for sale. So it's kind of like a, last chance saloon kind of, if you can't find it anywhere else, you might find it here. It's a lot of different odds and sorts of things. So you look through a couple of these market stalls and you get to one, and there is this sort of heavily cloaked, but you can tell from the slightly protruding horns, a very dark purple-skinned tiefling with like a flary red eyes poking out from this hood that has the little holes for the horns. It has this particular stall, and after inquiring about that kind of item, you see it's like, shall we have something like that? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. And reaches through and pulls out this gold amulet that's on a long chain. It's sort of in a eye shape, and it has this strange symbol that kind of looks like a closed eye on the center of it. This is a less so much a divination protection kind of thing, but it allows you to not be seen by people who try to see you from afar, if that makes any particular sense to you. Is this something that could
Yes.
alleviate the issue?
I think it could.
Very well. So, how much money do you have? Let's try and be reasonable here. I can
thank
see,
you.
just no offense, but I see from looking at you that you are not the wealthiest of the wealthy estates, of the Zundenag, but neither am I. So, we can haggle.
I think... Let me check her inventory. Oh, okay. So, alright, she's going to, pull out her whip and put together a small pouch of 50 gold, and hand over both of these items and just say, one whip, rarely ever used, plus 50 gold. Would this be satisfactory?
Well,
It is worth considerably more than this, but I do have a counter proposal, if I may.
Okay.
I will accept your offer of this weapon, 50 gold pieces. You seem like a type that is very capable in a specific kind of physical encounter. What I mean to say is, you're good at dealing with people, no?
I think so. I've gotten better.
There is someone that has been plaguing my business for some time and seems to be in the process of trying to eliminate competition. And some of us have been concerned that we may be targeted and next in line for whatever machinations he has lined up for us. If maybe you could handle this particular individual, and I will gladly take you up on your offer.
There's competition at a flea market?
So the flea market here is the foundation for the very economy in the city. If we are not allowed to operate our business, then it has a knock-on effect. Like dominoes falling in a line, it will eventually lead to the downfall of the entire city. From a financial standpoint, at least.
I insight check this tiefling.
Make an insight check.
Come on. Alright. It's 7.
Okay. I mean, you don't understand a lot of the words that he's saying, but it sounds pretty serious.
Okay. Describe to me this competitor. Where could I find them?
Well, and he sort of looks around. And he sort of gestures for you to come in close so that he can whisper. So this man, he operates out of a business further up in town. He is very pale, white hair, bit of a pompous asshole if you ask me. But very, very noticeable by the, well, there's no easy way to put this, protruding fangs, as it were. Seems to be, have you ever heard stories of people calling about vampires? They have fangs like we do, but they're not of my lineage, you know.
I've tangled with vampires before.
Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, you are surely the perfect person for the job.
So, you want me to kill him?
I will leave the specifics up to you. I just want to make sure that he is no longer a problem for the merchant community here in Zandenark. Maybe relocate him from existence. I will leave the specifics for you.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do.
Very well. Don't worry. I'm not like us. I won't make you sign a contract. This is a verbal agreement. But yes.
All right. Can you at least set aside this item for me? And
By all
make sure it
means.
doesn't get sold? Okay.
You see that he takes it and he flicks his hand and it vanishes.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's a harmless magic trick. It is still on my person. I just hide it in a... it's difficult to explain. It's kind of like a extra dimensional pocket space that I have on my person. Look, I show you. And he flicks his wrist and it
comes back in his hand and then flicks it and it's gone.
Oh.
See? Gone. There it is. There it's, it's great for card tricks. But, I don't play cards.
Interesting. I guess I'll be seeing you, later.
I look forward to it.
You've put me in quite an interesting situation, Batch.
Have I really? Would I do that?
About how far is the tailor's from here?
About a 15-20 minute walk, not far.
She'll start walking.
Okay. As you leave the flea market to head towards the tailor's, when do we find Reese in all this after Frike has left all of a sudden in the library?
With my 21 insight, passive insight, I am sure that I see a tear down Frike's cheek, so I just let her be.
Mhm.
And I'll continue sitting at the table, and when I'm sure she's alone, I will go up to the desk. I want to see your oldest books.
Oldest books? Got many. Can you be more specific? Oldest books on what?
I just assumed there would be like a section of just really, really old books. I have really no need. I just need to see the older books. Really no need to be specific.
Very well. If you give me a moment, I'll check the inventory. Times like this, I wish Bob still worked here. He was very good at this. I won't be a moment.
And goes to
Bob
pull
was here.
together a few books and eventually returns with about 5 very old looking texts that are sort of wrapped in like this papyrus kind of material, like just to sort of try and keep them in as pristine conditions. Before you examine them, please, if you allow me, and he casts prestidigitation on your hands to make sure they're perfect.
Thank you. I was just going to use this, and I'll cast Mage Hand.
Oh, fascinating. This is quite good.
I'll have the Mage Hand scoop up the books. These are your oldest.
Yes, from what I can see from our current inventory, yes.
I'll put them back on the table, and I'd like to check them out.
Check them out.
Yes, that's what a library is for, is not.
Yes, we don't talk about the rare books. Good gracious.
And if you have copies of them, I'd check those out. They need to be word for word.
Oh, well, make me a persuasion check.
Cool, bet. Persuasion. Do I have anything on persuasion? Guidance. Persuasion. Okay, cool. 17.
A 17?
Hold on. Wait. What did you say? Persuasion?
Yes.
21.
21. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh no.
So I rolled for him, and he got a natural 19. You see, he looks. Now, it's been some time since I've done an under the table deal, but if you can spare me some coin, then I could maybe lose a few of the books, if you know what I mean.
You would be willing to lose your oldest books they have in your inventory.
Not so loud.
I cast silence around us.
Ooh. Okay.
Which also completely mutes us, which I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But I cast silence.
Silence
So
in
no
the
one
library.
within 120 feet can talk or be heard.
Wow. Truly, silence in the
Or-
library.
For 10 minutes. Okay. And then
This is some heist.
oh, there is no heist. I'm keeping him safe. Okay.
So the rest of the library doesn't seem to have noticed yet.
I should hope not. The library should be silent.
Mm-hmm.
I will slide him 10 gold. Plus 15 gold, so 25 gold. And as I touch his hand, I will cast and give him Bardic Inspiration. Actually, no. I need vocals for that. I will give him Guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have Word of Radiance, which I just shown, as like a halfway in between, because this is the Word of Radiance is a cantrip. So there's like, I need nothing to cast it, so I'm just going to be like emanating this radiant glow.
Okay.
And give him these things as a way to assuage his mind.
Okay.
That these books will be safe.
So he takes a look at the 10 gold that you put down initially. And sees the extra 15 that you put down after. And looks around. Takes the gold. Pulls out a scroll. And a quill. And starts writing on it. Nods to you. Walks over to one of the other librarians. Slams it into his chest. And walks out of the library. With your passive perception, you noticed before he walked away with the note, he wrote, "Reginald, I'm taking early retirement. Thanks."
And only 25 gold. All right.
That's a
Valid.
lot of money to him.
Valid. Looking at Reginald, what is he looking at? He's looking at the thing?
He is currently looking at this. He's completely locked on that.
Cool. I'm going to take the books, put them into my bag of holding, and I'm going to sink below the counter, and I will
I'll roll a stealth check if needed. But
Make me a stealth check with advantage, because you're not making
With
any
advantage.
sound because of the silence.
it's not much better. God damn it, fucking dice. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So that would be 15.
15. With a 5, they don't notice you.
Cool. I just sink below the counter with the books that I put into my bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
And making no noise, I just crawl out of the door.
And no one bats an eyelid as you do the escalator thing, as demonstrated by Bridget there.
I can totally imagine him like rolling, stealthing around, just like, you know, like the whole parkour thing. But trying to be
Parkour.
stealthy.
Yeah.
Parkour.
Okay.
I love it. So, okay, once I get outside, I will drop the silence. And I'll get up, I'll dust myself off, cape of billowing goes off, and I will shush it down. And I'll pull out the books. Not at all using Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them. And I'll head home. And once I get home, I will cast Identify on all of them. To see, like, 1, what their worth is. And 2, if any are magical.
Okay. So we'll probably cover, looking at the time, we'll probably cover that at the top of next week. But yes, we will make a note of that. So I believe it's 5 that you have, isn't it?
5 books from the
5
library.
books. Okay. Bridget. We go back to Frike.
So she might try to find a tavern, and she's not going to stay in that tavern for very long, but she is going to take a quick shot for liquid courage. Doesn't matter what, anything they have on tap will do, just to calm her nerves. And while she's there, there will be an attempt to use the sending stone to contact Madeline.
Okay.
And I do have 25 words with, thanks to a word counter.
Okay. Please share the words.
Can I tempt you to combine our powers of persuasion to help me acquire a useful item for our travels? I'm walking to the tailor's.
Interesting. Just give me a quick D100.
Oh, okay.
This isn't a fate roll. This is just a D100.
50?
15 or 50?
50.
50. Wow.
50.
50 on a D100. Perfect. A few moments pass and you do then hear the familiar sound of Madeline's voice creep into your ear. How curious. Don't be threatening me with a good time. Little busy, but I'll be there soon.
Can't reply to that, or...
It's a
Right.
one thing, one time only thing.
One-way street. Alright, so, after finishing the shot, using the sending stone, she's gonna keep walking to the tailor's.
All right. So around about this time, it's getting to evening time. Just quickly, anything else for this session for Rhódania and Wes?
In lieu of previous conversation, while Thea is distracting Feronia, I think Wes would just cast invisibility on himself and do a little bit of recon for the palace, the same place where he kind of came out of, where the branch of Palor was. Just to do a little recon, take notes.
Okay.
Me? Oh no! You sneaky little bugger.
You know what? For the hell of it, give me a stealth check with advantage, and Feronia, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie, karaoke. Perception, you said, yeah?
Yes.
That's a 22, baby.
22.
So you definitely see him leaving with a use of Flash of Genius. That roll is a 19.
So I'll flavor that as you catch him sneaking out the side door, and as you look out the window, you see him suddenly turn invisible. He's gone.
Bastard. I know exactly where he's fucked off to. Yeah. I'll be back momentarily. I've got a knobhead to see.
And Feronia is gonna make her way straight to the palace. Doesn't matter how dark it is. She's making her fucking way over there.
Okay. Friends at home, I know we've already said that isn't it great when the group splits the party, but quarters? In quarters? This is just delicious.
The pros, baby.
All
This is what
right.
happens when the shield isn't here to keep us in check.
Exactly.
All right.
Pat just
So-
screaming at the screen while we're doing this.
Yep. So, for our last scene of the night, looking at the time, Frike, are you scoping out the tailor shop? It's sort of evening time at this point. What is your intention going forward? Are you waiting for it to close, or are you just going to go straight in, or what's the plan?
Oh, so it's open.
It's still open, but it looks like it'll be closing shortly.
He only
Might-
closed for lunch.
You might
Alright.
wait for Madeline.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I would fully explain what we're going to do, but we are short on time, and I don't want to get us banned. So,
Give me a perception check.
get. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Ooh.
Apropos.
Dirty 20 for a dirty thought.
You wait like 10, 15 minutes. And without warning, you are startled by the extending of a telescope directly over your shoulder. Well, what trouble are we getting into tonight? As Madeline has successfully snuck upon you with a 25 stealth.
So, it's the fun kind. Or at least it could be.
I've heard stories about the guy here. I don't know, he paints a bit of a red flag to me. So what kind of fun are we talking?
I think someone in the flea market resents the competition that he brings to the city. So maybe we talk him into taking a vacation for a while.
Oh, right. I see how it is. Bit of good cop, bad cop.
You could say that.
All right. Who's who?
Maybe we take turns. Keep him on his toes.
Keeping me on my toes at the minute. All right. Well, I'll follow your lead. This is your bit of fun.
Okay, she's gonna start walking toward the front door.
All right. It's still the shop is still open at this time. But you go over and do you knock on the door or do you go straight in?
She'll go straight in.
Okay. Ding 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 ding. The door goes as you walk in. There's no one in there at the moment. Madeline walks in. What the bloody hell is he selling? I haven't seen fashion like this. Well, ever. Terrible taste.
Bit self-conscious. Is it?
Well,
Thinking of her order.
well, everything from that I can see is, I mean, look, assless chaps. Who'd want assless chaps in this weather? In this economy?
I never figured that one out either, but, I asked you here because I got the sense that, well, he flusters me, but I think I could use that to my advantage, if you get what I'm saying.
I think so. All right.
And I thought having another, person here, especially, one as beautiful as yourself, would also serve to drive him to distraction.
Well, someone's being very forward tonight. It's a new side of you.
A lot of things are different now.
Well, who am I to not indulge a lady? So what are we doing? We're gonna wait for him to come, or are we gonna go find him?
Shut up, fanfic brain. Is there a bell nearby?
There is a bell on the counter, yes.
She'll ring the bell.
Okay. Ding ding! You ring the bell, and you immediately hear a thud from one of the back rooms. And then some feet stomping around. Well, someone's back there. And Madeline calls out, "Room service? Anybody there? Anyone hiding? We just come to talk, maybe place an order." Question is, who's taking the orders?
She's gonna, throw on a bit of a voice and call out, Astarion.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Since Madeline's here, can she give me the help action?
I will give you the help action, yes.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Okay. So that's an 11.
With the advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The sound of footsteps stops, and after a few seconds, you hear, "Oh, I know that voice. Oh, hang tight, I'll be right down. Just getting more comfortable, as it were." What's your passive perception?
15.
15. Okay. You stood wait for a few moments. You don't hear any more sound at all. Well, he's taking his time, isn't he? And Madeline starts pacing around, just looking at all the different clothing. Come on now, ass stallion. You really put the ass in it, don't you?
She's gonna find the nearest counter and sit on it and swing her long legs in the air.
And as you do, you hear out, and there's still no noise. But you do notice something as there is a brush of wind past your left ear. And you sort of react, and you don't see anything. As you look back, and there is a knife in Madeline's shoulder. Which has
Ouch.
seemingly been thrown over. And she takes a lot of damage, apparently.
What the hell?
And the last thing you hear before we finish tonight, well, let's get this party started. And we finish there.
No, absolutely not. I don't like that. What the fucking hell? No, absolutely fucking
Should
not.
they be scared or horny? That's the question.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes,
to find out
both.
the answer to that question, you'll have to tune in next Monday when we return. But we always like to finish with a bit of a post-credit scene, don't we?
Yes, darling.
So let's do that. As for the last scene tonight, post-credits, we see a shop. Zanark, one that we haven't seen for some time. Phileas' phantasmal produce. With the one Phileas McPhilius, who's in the process of shutting up shop, chatting away to himself, being the creepy, crazy old man that he is. I don't know, there's so much to do, but maybe there's something. I don't know, people keep telling me I sound like this thing called Brim. I don't know what it is, so maybe, I don't know. Just like tidying up, and there's a bell sound coming from the doorway. Oh, sorry, we're closed, we'll be open tomorrow. And it freezes as a voice calls out to him. Well now, surely that's no way to treat an old friend, Phileas. As he turns round, and Bastia Batu has walked into the shop. And Phileas freezes as he hasn't seen this face for 8 years. And a tear streams down his face. Can you truly be you? After all this time? Phileas, my friend, I am back. I still have the drawing you did of me, and holds up this very, very crude drawing, which we did a TikTok of it from campaign 2. It's a whole thing. And he just leaps into the air across the shop and just wraps her up in a big hug, and he starts full on crying. And he remarks, I thought you were all dead. I thought it was my fault. And people, they drove me out of Berthy because they thought I got rid of you all, but you're here. And Bastia just holds him close and says, it's all right, it's fine. Because you and me, we're going to go find them all. We're going to get the gang back together. Because you know what, Phileas, my friend? We have unfinished business, don't we? And he looks up, like, big sobbing face. Like, oh, you remember how to put a spring in my step. I don't know if it's left in here, but we're closed indefinitely. I'm coming out of retirement. As the pair exit the shop, heading off to who knows where. Maybe we'll find out someday. That depends. If I can convince our old group to get back together maybe one last time. We shall see. Time zones permitting. In the meantime, that's going to do it for this week. So, a massive thank you to my wonderful players. Good to be back, Wyatt, after a few weeks. We have missed you. And always good to catch up with our favourite moon kitty, Big Cat. And what a fantastic session. So many different feels and things, and it's, you know, one of those sessions where I had to do very, very little and just sit back and enjoy some fantastic roleplay. So I kind of love that.
You mean the entire session, or not session, the entire campaign?
I mean, a little bit. To be fair, it's fun because one of the bits of feedback I've recently got a few times is that one thing that people love about Quest Junkies is how we do so much with so few like physical encounters. I've never actually thought about it. We really don't they just don't happen, and yet it doesn't feel out of place. Certainly not to me. So yeah, I'm kind of proud of us.
Hey guys, I think we need to start beating each other up now. Like, just going to initiative.
PvP!
If you want it.
Hey. Feroni against Reese, PvP.
Well, I did lose some health today, didn't I?
You did.
Didn't I?
You did. You did.
You were radiant, darling. Quite literally. Anyway. Let us quickly go around the table. My dear friends, if you'd be so kind, please reintroduce yourself, plug anything you've got to plug, and give us your favorite moment from the session, starting with Feronia.
Oh, I'm Feronia, aka Myrit. I've just done a Sarah. Hi, I'm Mai, aka Myrit the Pirate. I played Feronia, the Circle of Stars, Feelies Druid, Artificer, Chaos Kitty Extraordinaire, and, you know, creator of the Wild Brew and all that shit. You can find me on social media as thus Myrit the Pirate, or on the Xbird app called Myrit Pirate, Blue Sky, Threads, all those places. Mostly you can find me on Twitch from time to time and YouTube. I've just recently posted a video as of last Wednesday about my thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3. If you do want to go check that out, it'd be great. Favorite moment? I'm just gonna say it. It was the whole Wes and Feronia making the arm situation. It's something that I'd been planning for such a long time. Basically, since we got the design for Connell's mum, I was like, I want to make her a fucking arm. Like, I want to do that. Not Thrasham. Fuck Thrasham. But Connell's mum, like, I wanted to do that. So, but yeah, it brought me lots of joy. Lots of nice Wes Feronia moments as well tonight, I think. So.
Absolutely. And what a lovely little selfless act to do as well. Like, I'm very impressed. Your DM will remember this.
Hey.
And also, Thrasham will remember that sassy comment as well.
Hey, he will see the amazing arm and be like, oh my god, where can I get one? Oh well, you know, Feronia of the Wyld Ones, well, her and the you know, the second favorite small boy in Rhódania, they made my arm. So why don't you go and give them a ring? They might make you one.
So you're saying
wild arms.
So you're saying the people who made me lose my arm had the ability to make me a new one all this time, and they didn't?
But yeah, we'll be we'll be called Wyld Limbs. I decided.
Wild
no.
limbs.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Feronia.
People might need other appendages.
That's immediately where
Appendages.
my mind went, especially when I heard Mike talking about like the veins.
Trying to be all wholesome, and you guys just banging soft toys together.
And speaking of putting the whole in wholesome, Wes.
Yes, I am whole in the wholesome. I'm Mike. Grim in chat, literally. If you don't know where to find me, that's your fault. The 3 favorite moments of tonight's session for me were the meeting with Amira, and a little bit of backstory there was wonderful because there were some things that I was not aware of. It was very nice to see the two of you finally interacting with her on some physical plane. I will clarify, Feronia making the arm for Thea had nothing to do with that. And the party quadruple separating. 4 parts to this little chaotic group. Pat, I'm so sorry. If you come back anytime soon, you are going to hate us more than you already do.
Yeah, the Wyld Ones will have 4 new members because the other 4 got killed.
I have backup characters ready.
Amazing. No, the only survivor is Brim. He's left alive to tell the tale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And so it was. Thank you so much. Moving down the overlay, Reese.
Hi everyone, my name is Wyatt. I play Reese on tonight's. You can find me across the interwebs as MM Wyatt or the MM Wyatt or M.M. Wyatt. There we go, that word. But yep, I am. That is me. I don't really have too much going on right now currently. If you're in the Oregon, USA area, I'll be working my magic with a little queer con known as Pixie Panic Market. There we go. I'll be doing some DMing and playing with them for some live games. So if you're in the area, make sure that you follow us for our holiday stuff coming up pretty soon. But apart from that, I'm just here. I am coming back out of my burnout. So here we are.
Glad to have you back. Favorite moment?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. My favorite moment. I'll say Feronia and Wes giving Mam her new arm. That was really sweet. I loved it.
Yeah. Wonderful moments, wonderful memories.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Freak.
Hello everybody, I'm Bridget. I play Frake, your Way of the Long Death Shatterkai monk, and Yeah, don't you love it when you have one idea and then shitty dice rolls make another idea happen? It's just that whole. I saw that going differently in my head.
Guys, tell the story.
Mhm.
Fat. It's true. There was that moment as illustrated by stuffed animals in the background, but my personal favorite moment. Whatever the fuck was up with that? The first time, and then for the second time, randomly voicing NPCs together. All of them named Thomas.
That was fun.
Oh yeah, I have a Thomas, and
M. Thomas 3.
all the Thomases from the Thomas Orphanage, you know.
We're all named Thomas.
Except for him, he's called Tommy because he's a weirdo.
I went to Webby's shoe.
Feet away, you have to pay for that.
But I want to
That's-
watch up walls.
That's us demonetized.
Oh,
Can we
man.
let's just have
Put
a
your feet
one
away.
shot of all of us just being kids, please.
I'm down.
Yes.
Okay, so other places you can find me when I'm not here Monday nights, I'm Getting Scared over on Friday nights in Barovia in Stradalicious, run by Maria the Tired in the chat, and when I'm not on stream, I'm behind the scenes, recapping, lore keeping, what have you.
doing
I forgot
the
to
God's
mention
work.
about Wild Mount. I forgot to do that.
You can mention it now if you like.
Stores. I'm in Wild Mount on Wednesdays. Yeah. Jimothy Brassfangs.
Fucking
Yeah.
And so eloquently put. Can tell you're a bard.
I'm not so eloquent, you know. Myra and Jimothy aren't exactly eloquent, so.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I have been Pat, your ever humble dungeon master. I played everybody else. You can find me here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the usual same times. Rhódania Chronicles Monday, Wyld Chronicles Wednesday, Stradalicious Fridays. And lots more to come. My favourite moment, I will say, was the Oops All Thomas, 100%. Because I love that. I know we did something similar over on Phoenix Iwaki where I got to voice an NPC whilst playing my character, and it was so fun. So
I like to
will.
think that this
I am
all spelled
open to
different.
that. Yeah, I am
Thomas
open to
Quinn.
us doing it more often. It's fun.
All the
I would love that.
Thomases, though, have different spellings of their name. So you
Yes,
have like
they do.
Thomas, like Thomas.
The
You know.
5 is
No, Thomas is
silent.
Tomys. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And Thomy, maybe? Oh, wait,
And why?
M-Y? I'm thinking of Tommy.
Fuck Tommy.
Tommy, he's an
Basically.
idiot. Tommy, he's a weirdo.
And
Tommy's
I know
the
this
one who
is-
got stuck on the wall.
And you know, while we're saying fuck Tommy as well, can I just like cross over from Friday as well and say fuck Walter,
Fuck
fucking
Walter.
Walter.
Fuck Walter. Yeah.
Fuck Walter specifically.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. So yeah, now before we finish up and go raiding, I do believe our friend Dreaded GM is doing another 24-hour charity event and playing some good old-fashioned Baldur's Gate 3, which would be very appropriate. So we'll go over and say hi to him. I have a couple of things to talk about first, as we do. If you bear with me just one moment. So, in the mid-session break, we did play a new trailer. A trailer which has just gone live on YouTube, actually, for a TTRPG actual play one-shot coming in February 2024. GM'd by the ever-fabulous animator of that particular trailer, the Shield of the Wyld Ones himself, Pat Toons, will be DMing for QuestJunkies for the first time, utilizing the system Days to Go Alone, as it is named, a Zelda homebrew system. The Legend of Zelda, what's it called? Men Tell No Tales. That one. Sorry, it's been a day. It's coming February 2024, featuring, I can now officially reveal as it has been just sent to me, an star-studded cast featuring Pattoons as DM, myself, the Chosen One, Myrat the Pirate, the ever-luscious Haysi, the ever-terrifying Breathe the Tired, and the creator of Dangerous to Go Alone, the TTRPG, Andrew Fergs, will be joining us. That's not terrifying at all, playing the system with the guy who made the system. But, hey, I'm not DMing, so I don't need to worry.
You'll just be in the shadows.
Keep an eye on our Discord and our social medias for all the information that comes out about that in the coming months. Cannot wait for that. That's so exciting. But that's not all. We have one last thing to talk about. So, we have been quietly prepping something very special over in the QuestJunkies team. Starting Sunday, November 12th, we're going to be doing a 5-part actual play series. It's not D&D. It's not Vampire the Masquerade. It's not even Savage Worlds Deadlands or Pathfinder. We are going to be playing this. QuestJunkies presents Pasión de las Pasión. La Rosa Querida. I have probably butchered that pronunciation because I am not Latino. A 5-part TTRPG actual play series based on the ever legendary telenovela TV soap opera genre, featuring the Master of Ceremonies, Sophia, and our illustrious actors and actresses, myself, Bridget, Breathe the Tired, and AC.
Hey.
As we will be bringing the drama, the chaos, the terrifying, dramatic zoom-in sequences of a classic Latino telenovela. So, do join us for this incredible experience. We have had the session 0 and it was 90% laughter because the plans we have are absurd. It is going to play into all the absurd things of telenovela, and we can't wait to share with you more about it. So, we shall love you and leave you there, my friends. We will next join you on Wednesday for the Wildmount Chronicles. Until then, have a wonderful week. We hope to see you again next time. And all the love to you, and don't forget to be kind. Good night.
Bye.
Not friends.